What if I told you that EBT, SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, Medicaid, cash assistance, other forms of welfare or social safety net programs, what if I told you that those programs are an actual economic stimulus? From the 1970s to now, real wages have only increased by roughly 9%. So what do I mean by real wages? The purchasing power of the dollars you earn from your employment. We all hear our older aunts and uncles or our grandparents say, I remember when you can buy a gallon of milk for a quarter. I remember when a gallon of gas was 75 cents. Well, that is because during that time, 75 cents got you much further. But if you adjust that 75 cents or $1 for inflation, the purchasing power of that dollar is much less than it was in the 1970s. So when I say things like real wages have only increased nominally in comparisons to inflation, that is what they're talking about. What does this have to do with safety net programs, welfare programs like EBT, SNAP, food stamps, Medicaid, and other welfare programs? Since real wages have been stagnant for the last 50 years, the government subsidizes that purchasing power. The working class can go out and purchase food. It doesn't matter if the dollars come from an EBT card or a debit card. A dollar is a dollar, and we live in a consumer-based economy. Individuals that receive food benefits, they go to the store, they purchase food. That purchase keeps individuals at the store employed. Suppliers of that store, adjacent companies that supply that grocery store, part of a larger local economy stimulated by those food benefits. So when I say things like real wages have been stagnant and EBT is an economic stimulus, it is absolutely an economic stimulus. The reason why we're seeing this in the media and this ongoing debate is because it's lazy policy. It's much easier to point at an individual and say, you know what, it's all of these people freeloading on the economy. But the harder thing to do is actually make comprehensive policy that impact economic growth and job creation that help individuals earn more money and increase their purchasing power so they don't need the subsidy via food benefits. It's the individuals at home sleeping on their couch all day and just going out and buying crab legs with their EBT card, right? It's much easier to just point the finger and say that's the problem as opposed to bipartisan, comprehensive policy that impact economic growth and create jobs, good paying jobs that an individual can earn enough money to take care of a family. The food stamp program, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, makes up about 1.5% of the federal budget. So you can take away all food benefits and it will not make a dent in the national debt. 42 million individuals in this country, our neighbors, our family members, people that we work with. 42 million Americans live at or below the poverty level. And remember, the purchasing power of what individuals earn, the working poor in this country, has been stagnant while inflation continues to run rampant, right? That's my piece.